Tonight is with me in this hour.
That's me.
This is a really important hour, and I thank everyone for being with us. With lots of fun, but you know what? There comes a time in life where, unfortunately, so many of us do deal with situations that are out of our control. Whether it is earthquakes, hurricanes. Look what has just happened in Hawaii, tornadoes. I turned on just in the news this morning, and there it is. Here's a storm, and it's heading towards Florida.
Yep.
And where's the cone? There we are, right in that cone. So I panic. We all panic because we're like, what do we do? What do we do when we lose power?
Yeah.
I mean, what happens? I mean, what about all of our food? How do we use our devices? How do we keep in contact with family? What about lights? What about a hairdryer? I mean, right there, everything. Well, we have today, and this is a special hour that we were able to add because we have a value that is so unparalleled. I own the EcoFlow. I own the original one, but I'll tell you my own story and how that's helped me. But this is off the charts today. It is the EcoFlow Delta 2. And it is an entire power station. We're going to talk about how the fact that you literally, again, can power 15 devices at the same time. But I want you to see the configuration. Let's talk about the large configuration first of all. If you've been with us ever when we've done the EcoFlow, you always know, I mean, you would get the EcoFlow, but you would always have to pay separately for the solar panel, right? You would have to pay separately also. You today are getting not only that 110-watt solar panel that, by the way, is waterproof, so to recharge, but you're going to get the unit. You're going to get all of the cables that you need, the charging cables, the car charger, the AC charger to go with it. You get that MC4 cable to go with it as well. You get the power strip, which is something else, right,
Yep.
Justin, that we don't normally include or we haven't included in our original configurations.
Correct.
This large set retail $1,429. Right now, with the power strip and the solar panel, you are buying it for $899.99. Incredible. I mean, it's one thing to get $200 off. This is the best value we've ever had. It is $600 off. $799.99 without the power strip. By the way, we also have, if you have the HSN card, our amazing VIP financing. I want to mention that because the VIP financing on the large configuration with the panel, with also the power strip, it's $49.99. And my gosh, you might as well get the power strip, get everything to go with it if you possibly can. And we even have, I'm sorry, what did you say, Rob? Right. We also have the other unit available. That one, without the power strip, we're really limited in that one. And that one is $41, I believe, $44 on your HSN card. And you can also pick up the extra battery. We'll give you the numbers right off the bat on everything. That's sitting in front of Justin. And then we also have available a case that everyone can take advantage of. But this is, it's peace of mind.
Yeah.
Peace of mind.
It is. It's total comfort. It's total comfort in the fact that you've made a decision on how to get prepared.
Right.
And I think when you think about the realities that we live in, like you were just saying, you know, and I'm glad you brought it up because I was just looking this morning, all of a sudden we've got this tropical storm or tropical depression that's coming up through the Gulf. We're showing you that extra battery, and I'll talk about that right now, actually, since we've got it up. You know, when we originally launched the EcoFlow Delta, the number one, EcoFlow Delta, you could not expand it. But it was unbelievable and unprecedented at the time because it was the fastest recharge rate in the industry. It was the most advanced power station on the market. We launched it right here on HSN. We, in fact, launched EcoFlow here on HSN. But we, over the years, have just increased the capacity and just the ingenuity that goes into all of our power stations. This right here is only the second time it's been on air on HSN. This is the Delta 2. This one can actually be expanded and not just double the capacity, but triple the capacity. So we're showing you the EcoFlow Delta 2 extra battery right down here, which we were showing you just a second ago. So you can actually double the capacity from 1,000 kilowatts to 2,000 kilowatts. We just had that today special, which was the Delta Max. If you pick that up as well, or if you had the extra battery, you can use that one and then go from 1,000 kilowatts to 3,000 kilowatts. And I'll explain why that's so important. For instance, if you can run your refrigerator for 10 hours on this, now you can go from 10 hours to 20 hours, all the way to 30 hours by being able to go ahead and triple that capacity. So that's important. And then one of the things that we see a lot of is that extra, the little carrier, the protective case, excuse me, because you just want to protect your investment. And speaking of investments, that's what this is about. This is about investing in yourself. This is about investing in just, you know, when you were just saying it, do you have a plan? You know, what is your plan? And we like to talk about that at the very top because, you know, unfortunately, if you live in an apartment or condo, even if you wanted to plan, you couldn't have a plan because there's no way for you to actually have independent power in an apartment and in a condo because the only way to do that would be if you had a gas generator or a propane generator. And you can't own those in an apartment or condos.
We're going to keep it,
Yeah, well, you can't run them. They have to be 20 feet away from your home, right? You've got...
Oh, that's exactly right. I never thought about
so
that.
literally you have to, the toxic fumes, all the exhaust that comes off of that. Then you're going to have to store gasoline. You can't do that in an apartment or condo.
No,
people are going to look at you funny. So you have to have a way to be able to have that type of independent power. And one of the things that we hear a lot of is, well, I've got a generator in my condo. I got a generator in my apartment building. I do too. You know what that powers? Your elevator.
Yeah, it's not powering your stuff.
And your hallway light. That's it. This is going to power the 90% of your home appliances. And that's what's unbelievable about this. We're going to show you a list of those things right now. And this is really just an example. How about a refrigerator for 17 hours? I said 10 hours. How about almost double that? That's just off of one charge, 17 hours. Your microwave oven. These are high wattage appliances, and the significance to that is, you know, we were just watching Wolfgang. You know, earlier he was talking about, I think that we have lost power over here. We can't cook anything. And he's like, nobody pays the bill. Well, think about it. If you want
run to get the Delta.
if you're less power, you're sitting there cooking. How are you going to cook? That will be able to power your hot plates. This will power that panini grill that you just said was 1,000 watts, because this can go up to 1,800 watts of power. So your full-size microwave, your air fryer, all of your blow dryer. Not for me, but for you.
Lucky you.
But all of those different things, and think about the convenience of that is that you get to do it all inside of your home, and then you get to couple that with the fact that it's completely renewable. You know, when you run out of gasoline, you're out of gasoline. You can't just go ahead in an emergency, go to the gas station and get more gas, because what we see down here is the gas stations don't have gas. So this is a great way to refuel and not have that, you know, having to pay more and more to fill it up, because now you're doing it completely infinitively for free by using the power of the sun. And we have a 110 watt solar panel, like you were saying, we typically don't have available. We do have the bundle. And that, you can actually have up to 500 watts of total solar input. So that's just a quick little overview, and then we're going to actually show you, I know we were just showing you graphics. I'm going to go into the kitchen and actually show you real time. Thank you for mentioning that.
Warranty. I mean, I put that and highlighted on my car because
typically
I think
3, 5 years.
I was going to ask you, and so a 5-year warranty that goes right along with it, and the power strip. Because this is a big deal.
It is a big deal. You know, it's really just a great added value, because we typically don't do this. We did it just this past weekend with the Today's Special. We wanted to go ahead and add that little power strip because it's a surge protector as well. You know, it's all about protecting your home, protecting your family, and protecting now even your devices in case you just have a bit of a surge. And the surge protection is not for the unit itself. It's actually for any devices that you've got plugged in via your AC and your wall. So it's a great way to stay protected. But we're showing you great videos right here of just the portability aspect of this. You know, it only weighs 27 pounds. You were just talking about a 5-year warranty. And the reason why we put a 5-year warranty behind this is because this is the newest generation. It's not just the Delta 2, it's the newest generation of batteries that we have available. It's called LFP battery system. It's a lithium phosphate battery system. So the reason why that's important is before you could get about 500 to 600 life cycles on your battery before the battery started to slowly deteriorate. Well, now you get 6,000 life cycles. So from about 500 to 600 all the way up to 6,000 life cycles if you were to recharge and deplete this once a day for 10 years. before you will start to see the battery start to slowly deteriorate. What does that mean? It just means that it won't charge all the way up to 100%, but you'll have to wait 10 years for that. That just goes to show you the improvements we've made and as an investment. Okay, so we've shown you all the graphics, we show you how long it's gonna charge for, but I wanna show you in real time the use case and how simple and easy it is to use. Because one touch of a button, that's it, Bobby.
That's it.
You know, have you ever used a gas generator?
My husband has, not me. I wouldn't go near it.
But you know what? Most women I talk to say, yeah, we've got one. My husband typically uses it. But with this, you don't need your husband there at home. You just press one touch of a button and then that power station turns on. And what it's showing you right here is it's showing you all the information that you need. So 98 representing 98 hours, 100 representing 100%. And then right over here is going to be all of the wattage, and we'll show you what that, you know, how that kind of starts to change as I start to plug things in. And by plug things in, I'm just going to go straight here to the refrigerator really quickly because this is the first thing that we think about. I used to have a bunch of food in here. It stayed unplugged, and the food all went bad. Oh. But you know what? That's reality. And that
I was just going to say that is the reality,
right?
Yeah.
So all we need to do is come back over here, plug it in, and in 2 seconds, we're gonna have power to this full-size refrigerator. Now, this isn't a small refrigerator.
And you just plugged it in right in the back.
Yeah, in fact, I'll turn this around so you guys can see.
I mean, it's so easy.
Super easy,
yeah.
Right? I mean, so we don't have to worry about oil. We don't have to worry about gas. We don't have to worry about a pull crank. We can run it inside of our home, right here in our kitchen. So where most of our appliances and our essentials are, it's our food, it's our water, the two main things that we need to survive. But then we also need power, you know, power to keep all of those things running. And a lot of us who may run off of dialysis or oxygen machines, you need that power as essential as well.
CPAPs,
CPAP machines. So one of the things actually I'll show you before we even do it and plug it in, I'm rushing myself here, is that, you know what, with all these different outlets, if you've ever picked up a gas generator, you typically get about 2 outlets. You don't realize it until you get one. What we've done now in the upgrade is we've added 2 full 3-prong AC outlets, which on the original Delta, we did not have that. And then you still have 4 more AC outlets right here on the back. And by the way, when you go to recharge this, plugging it into the wall, fastest recharge rate in the industry, not by just double or triple, 7 times faster.
Is it?
So when you plug this into your AC outlet, from 0 to 80% in just 50 minutes.
What?
In under an hour.
Wow. Wow, that's crazy.
We just got dropped in last minute because of obviously just how well, you know, and
Chef Wolf's doing
Mr. Wolfgang is being received. But if this was at 0% and we just need to recharge it in a pinch, now all you need to do, and that's a really important thing because now you just know if you are in a pinch, you can plug it in and recharge it faster.
Doesn't it also with the boost, doesn't that help for like overloading?
Well, so that's the other thing, right? What you're gonna notice right here on the back is there's a little button. And so there's nothing that you can do right here that will actually go wrong because, for instance, if you were to plug too many things in and it was to, for instance, kind of overload the system, right? It's just got that little circuit right here. So it'll pop the circuit and then all you need to do is push that button and then get it started over again. So you can't damage the whole entire system. It actually has what we call a battery management system.
Impressive.
It's unbelievably advanced, but ultimately it's unbelievably simple.
Yeah,
you know? Because when you're thinking
so easy to use,
you know, if you've ever been in a situation, the last thing we think is, how do I use it? And that's why I always say, look, it's peace of mind to have something like this. Ultimately, peace of mind to know you can use it.
You can actually do it.
Because one touch of a button to get it going. And then, of course, this little cable right here. I'm just going to turn around because, of course, the cable's a little tangled in the back here. And then in just a second, you're going to see the light to the refrigerator is going to turn on. But one of the things that, you know, you think about is, okay, imagine this being stacked. We're going to play Peter Pan for a second here. Okay. Imagine this is full of food in our freezer and our refrigerator. How long could you go with not having this plugged in? And then how long are you going to be out of power for? These are things you really need to start thinking about. You know, and if you just invested in a whole bunch of groceries,
I know.
Groceries are not cheap.
Listen, you know what I almost lost and would have without my wine cooler. And like a fortune in wine. And the power went out.
Yep.
That's exactly, I'm like, grab the Eco.
Well, I just saw you and Mr. Wolfgang cheersing.
Yes,
I mean, look,
seriously,
you know,
I mean,
but you think about it, right? You're protecting your investment by making sure that you can still continue it to power.
Yeah.
We did that with our fish tank. We had to leave when that Hurricane Irene was coming. We had bought $400 worth of groceries because we were like, all right, we're going to hunker down. We got our food, we got our water, we got our power, but we were in a flood zone, so we had to leave. And so what we did was we used our power station as an emergency power source. So when that is plugged in, that being the Delta 2 is plugged into the wall, and then your refrigerator or your fish tank is plugged into your Delta 2, when you lose power 30 milliseconds, that's going to turn on and continue to power everything.
That's a really good point.
So you could plug in your wine cooler into a source like this. So even when you're not home, which is, typically what happens when you're not there, that's going to automatically turn on and protect your investment, protect your family, protect your fish, whatever you might have.
Exactly. Wow, what a difference.
And then medicine as well. My sister's got type 1 diabetes. We always are thinking, okay, we need to make sure that the insulin stays cool. All right? These are things that are important to us. We're all different. Those are our essential things. But I want to show you right here, when we plugged in that refrigerator, it's going to then tell me exactly how long it's going to run that refrigerator for. Now, the refrigerator compressor is not kicked in right now because, of course, it stays cool, so it's very insulated. You see it's starting to kick in right here. It's going to show that wattage. But it's showing me right now 29 hours that we can run that refrigerator. So anytime you plug something in, for instance, a light or a fan, it's going to then adjust to whatever you've got plugged in. So there's no guessing like, okay, well, how long is it going to run that fan for?
I like it.
Do you play tennis, play pickleball?
Pickleball.
You play pickleball? I knew you played pickleball.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the one downfall to pickleball here?
Yeah.
It's hot.
Oh, it's so hot.
This only weighs 27 pounds. So you can take this with you.
Good idea.
Right? So this is home protection. This is about having portable power and entertainment. Football season's right here around the corner. So of course we're thinking about how we're gonna, maybe up our game when it comes to tailgating. Well, now you've got a fan at the tailgate. You can have a not necessarily bring a full-size refrigerator, but bring a little mini refrigerator with you. And then the other thing, too, is we've got a microwave. So I'm not even going to worry about unplugging anything. I'm just going to go ahead and come over here and plug in that microwave. Now, this is an 1,800-watt microwave. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to...
Oh, yeah. Go right ahead.
Careful. I'm going to unplug a few things really quickly because this is a high-wattage appliance. I want to just show you this really quickly. Just set to... Turn this baby on. Okay. We have, can't tell you how many different microwaves, and every single one is different. Some have start 30 seconds, some you have to put I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Exactly.
But look, we've got a full-size microwave running off of our power station. Can you do this at home?
Oh my gosh.
Inside your apartment, inside your condo, right now, can you do this? Could you cook food? So right now, it's gonna show you exactly how long it's gonna run that microwave for. Let me turn that display back on for you. So it's going to say 31 minutes. Now, 31 to 32 minutes, but look at how much wattage is being pulled. It's about 1,500 watts of power that's being pulled. You would have to have a gas generator, you'd have to have a propane generator to be able to run high wattage appliances. This can go all the way up to 800 watts. So although I've plugged everything...
up to 1,800 watts, right?
Up to 1,800 watts. So you can absolutely run all of these things. Now, remember, the fact that I had mentioned earlier was, we were just showing you with that refrigerator. I'll plug the refrigerator back in. You know what? Would you like to be able to double that time? Because then, let me put this back on, this little lazy Susan. Right here on the side is where you can go ahead and double the time. So that's why we say when you're thinking about picking this up, the fact that you can double the capacity, which is something you were not able to do before, is such a big deal, because now all you need to do is get that extra battery.
That's right.
And now, instead of 17 hours, right? We've got, what's that, 34 hours.
34.
Thank you, my math teacher.
Yes.
So you can
the
just
easy ones I could do. And there, by the way, that's the number right there, 839-907 for that extra battery, which, first of all, I'm thrilled we even have it today, right? Because a lot of times you do that. Oh, and like even as Justin said, if you even bought any EcoFlow, another one recently, the one we just had as a Today Special, you can still pick up that battery. Here's another thing. This weighs 21 pounds. We're shipping it to you for free. Yep. So the free shipping and handling is a big deal. The fact that in your large, I'm going to show you again, everything you are getting with the $899.99, you're getting the solar panel and the power strip to go right along with it. $600 off. So a phenomenal value there, and then about $200 off the unit without. So honestly, when you look at this, and I'm not even sure how many we have, I can try to check and see what we have available, but if the value clearly is in the larger configuration that comes with the big solar panel. Oh, okay, we have fewer than 2,000 to go around for the entire country, and that's the one that comes with the power strip also. And then in the lesser unit, we only have 500. So we don't have that many of these to go around. And like I said, if you were panicked like I was this morning when the news came up and I saw the cone and I'm like, Here we go, like we hold our breath, you know, and they also, I'd read a huge article, they expect this to be a very busy tropical season.
It's already shaping up that way, and
Yes.
of course, you know, I get it, like they always say, this is gonna be a very busy one, but look, you know, this is the type of reality we live in.
Right.
And you know, although it might not be high winds, every time, look, during our TS on Sunday, the power went out here in the studio during our presentation.
How about that for timing?
I was like, I thought that they were messing with us because sometimes we'll do a little bit of lightning, a little bit of thunder here in the studio. And I thought, okay, wait a second. Did they do it again?
Funny.
So it just goes to show you, it can happen at any time.
Anytime.
Anywhere you are in the country. We talk about, of course, hurricanes here on the East Coast and in Florida. That's just because that's what we deal with.
Right.
But whether you're winter storms, whether it's just regular whether it's just a regular storm that just rolls through, and it doesn't have to be the high, you know, winds necessarily. It's the high, you know, it's all the rain and any, you know, not necessarily big damage, but power outages.
Yeah, and think about how you felt the last time you went through one of those experiences, right? Because it's like initial panic. It's like, what do I do? Because you're right. You don't know whether your power is going to be out for an hour or it's going to be out for 3 weeks. I mean, even here in Florida, the last hurricane we had, we didn't lose our power, but my sister lost it for 1 week. She was in St. Pete. She was probably near you, but for 1 week. So, I mean, she drove up. I gave her my EcoFlow, and she was so grateful to have it. So, I mean, it's, you know, we sell a lot of amazing things here at HSN, right? You know, fabulous clothes, beautiful jewelry, you know, great cookware. But this is probably, if not the most important purchase that you can possibly make for you, for your whole family. You know, we talk about security, we talk about peace of mind, but to know that you have the ability to run all like 15 different devices at the same time, and or a unit like this microwave up to 1,800 watts, which even our original one can't do.
No, so I mean, again,
because mine can't. Mine. How far did that one go? I don't remember.
Well, think about it. If you bought one of our originals, that was the River.
Oh, it was the River.
So it wasn't even the Delta. So when we went from the River, then we went to the Delta. Now we've expanded beyond that, and of course now we're just launching our Delta 2 because of course you never know what's going to happen. All of a sudden the lights start to flicker, lightning hits. All of a sudden you start to hear that thunder. You start to look around. No, please don't let the lights go out. And then it's just like that. The lights go out, right? Completely out of our control. Were you ready for that?
I am freaked out right about now.
But you know
I will
what?
tell you.
We still have power to our refrigerator.
Oh my gosh!
All of our, well, pretend this is packed with food right now. But then think about this.
We did.
Right.
That was dropping it in so quickly. Nope, there's no food.
But think about this. You know, we don't panic. We have a plan.
Going.
We have a piece of, we've got the peace of mind. So we're not sitting in a dark home. We're not sitting in a hot home. You know, that's one of the things that we don't always consider is the heat. The heat is actually one of the deadliest things because, you know, if it's 100 degrees outside, it's 100 plus inside your home. So now, just like that, you know, one of the things that we didn't need to worry about picking up or using inside, of course, which you cannot use, is gasoline. So this is something you really need to consider when you're thinking of alternatives because now it's finally an alternative for all of us. So now we've got our refrigerator, we got our light, we got our fan, like you were saying. 90% of your home appliances. 90%. So now you can think about food, you can think about water, you can think about all those other type of essential things. And a full-size refrigerator, but not just for emergencies, taking it with you, having that entertainment, but knowing if something was to happen, because it's always a matter of if, not a matter of when, something's gonna happen. Well, you weren't ready for that, huh? We've got the power.
Wow. And please remember, not only that we're shipping it to you for free, but the fact that you have FlexPay on this, you have 5 FlexPay payments, the VIP financing, I cannot say that enough. If you have the HSN card and you are picking up the larger configuration with the power strip, it is only $49.99 on your HSN card. And what is important about that is the fact that you do not have any interest, right? So that is completely interest-free. If you're picking up the smaller unit, the unit without the power strip at $799.99, then that one is $44. But clearly, the larger configuration with that big solar panel that we always, every time I have presented this on the air, we sold it separately. That's just my own experience, but it was always sold separately. You're getting the solar panel. You're also getting the power strip. You're getting the most amazing power with this unit. 5-year warranty that goes right along with it. And I said, I know we don't have a lot of these to go around in the unit. Without the power strip, we have fewer than 500, a little bit more, I think about 2,000 to go around in the larger configuration. But if you happen to miss this in the past, or maybe you're like me, you woke up this morning and you're living in an era where you looked at the news and went, oh, great, this is coming, that's coming, I want to be prepared. And honestly, for $49 right now on your HSN card without any interest whatsoever, the peace of mind, it pays for itself the very first time you have to use it. And I personally hope you buy it and never ever have to use it, right? This is what we hope. But the bottom line is we have no control over any of these, disasters that happen in all parts of the country and different ones. So to be able to take it, and again, that you can literally take it from room to room, pick up that extra battery if you can to go right along with it. So Justin, what are you doing over there?
Well, we went from the kitchen to the bedroom, and it's because, look, we want to show you that you can use it in any place in your home, whether it's in the kitchen, whether it's in your bedroom. And in your bedroom, we think about CPAP machines. Maybe you have an apartment where you got a window AC unit. We want to make sure that we stay cool. Maybe you've got a little miniature refrigerator by your bed. Maybe you're thinking mobility issues. This is only 27 pounds, and yet you can run this right here, right next to your bed. So right off the bat, we were just talking about AC units and staying cool. I'm just going to turn this back on because I want you to see I've got a little portable AC unit right here. And in just 2 seconds, I'm going to be able to power this up, set to 72 degrees. We were showing you this type of demo when we were doing our Today Special, which was a larger power station, but that was 50 pounds. This one's only 27 pounds, running 72 degrees. Now, this could be your window AC unit. This could be a smaller little AC unit. This one right here, obviously being a portable one, is a fairly large size. And we can show you right here, we've got about 5 hours that we can run this. Now, remember, you can double the run time on this if need be by getting that extra battery. But also keep in mind, this is running at about 134 watts. Now that means this is just running off of battery, right? So I want you to consider this. You're getting a 110-watt solar panel today. If you were running your solar panel outside, connected to your power station, and then your AC unit connected to your power station, that means 110 watts is going to be powered for free by the sun, because now this is a solar generator. So don't only consider that solar panel as a way to recharge your power station. That solar panel is a way to power anything that you've got plugged into your power station. It's harnessing the power of the sun and that energy, converting it into power to power all of these other devices. So you can get more additional solar panels. This can have 500 watts of total solar input. That means that's 500 total watts that you can be using to power other devices like this portable AC unit, meaning you're not depleting the power from your battery fast. So that's something to consider. I'm going to turn this off because I want to keep going, because I want you to think about all the other things. We got a little miniature refrigerator. We were just showing you the big full-size one. This one right here, it's got my sister's little Novolog insulin box in it. And we got some water, but maybe this is an emergency. Maybe this is just to consider, hey, why don't we go ahead and have a little miniature refrigerator while we go tailgating? So that's something to consider as well. I've got right here a CPAP machine. I'm just going to go ahead and plug this in. And the reason why I show this one all the time is because this is actually one of the ones that we hear about a lot. It's really medical devices. When we think about, okay, well, what are we investing in? We're investing ourselves, we're investing our family, we're investing in health. So you can go ahead and run that CPAP machine, Bobby. Some things to consider when you're thinking about picking this up. Why? It's stuff like this.
Absolutely. So, and at 006288, two amazing opportunities today. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick little break, and we're going to come back and tell you a lot more. But if you're on the phones, if you're thinking about it, you're getting ready to place that order, I hope you will do so. You have a full 30-day return policy that goes along with everything here at HSN. So don't miss it. We'll be right back.
The HSN deal is a great value that we bring to you every day. Thanks to our long and valued partnerships with the brands you love most, we are able to offer amazing products at great values. Shop the HSN deal with confidence from us to you.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Electronics, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered. Shop smart and protect your purchase. It's easy to add when you're checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
We use goat milk because we had it, and that's how our company started. But what we learned over the years is how beneficial goat milk is, not only for the skin, but for your body.
Goat milk adds moisture to your skin. It's really the most amazing ingredient.
People really do notice the hydration of their skin. The farm-to-skin difference, only with Beekman 1802.
I just crave the simple things, 'cause that's what I want, that's what I want. I don't need no fancy car, I'll take you just the way you are, 'cause that's what I want. Fill me up, that's what I want.
Hi, everyone. We are back once again. My name is Bobby Ricardo with Justin Hyatt today, who is giving us all of the security and the peace of mind that we need with our EcoFlow. And I know we have a lot of people that are in the ordering. We thank you so much for making the purchase. I'm gonna go over the 2 different configurations that we have for you, but this is definitely the day to do it. Free shipping and handling right off the bat. And even just looking at this is not like shipping a ring.
No.
I mean, we are shipping a huge configuration to everyone here. So with the power strip, and down at the bottom of your screen, $1,429.99, the configuration where you're getting the EcoFlow Delta 2. You get an AC charger, you even get the car charger that goes right along with that one. You're getting the important cables to go with it. You get that 110-watt solar panel. And we were just talking about this because, okay, 290, because I just said a little earlier, I personally have, every single time I've offered this on the air, you always had to buy the solar panel separately. It's $299.99. So think about that. You're paying $899 today. Deduct the $299, you're at $600. You're getting the power strip that goes with it all as well. So this is a ridiculous configuration. Well, again, $600 off. And then without the power strip, $799.99. You have your 5 Flex, you have your free shipping and handling, 5 Flex on almost everything, and you can check that out on our website. But the VIP financing on this is a big deal because all of our financing, whether it's FlexPay, VIP financing, it's all without any interest whatsoever. On the large configuration with the power strip, $49.99 on your HSN card without any interest. On the one without the power strip, it's $44.99. And like we said, free shipping and handling, the 5 FlexPay to go along with it. By the way, go to .com. There's like a great 5-star review already on it. And the amount over the years, the 5-star reviews just on the different configurations that we have been so impressive. And like I said a little earlier, I hope that you buy it today. I hope you don't have to use it, but that first time that you have to use it, you're gonna be so grateful you did.
Yeah, and I think the first reaction you get when you get this at home, not beyond just that confidence that you get when you do make that purchase, because now I always say, the best time to plan is like right now.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
tomorrow is too late. But the reality that we live in, I keep saying that is because everybody's is different.
Right.
I love that when you see EcoFlow here on HSN, we launched EcoFlow, which is why we have such a great relationship. But it's also how we get such a great offer. And we were talking about the solar panel. Typically don't have that.
No.
$300 all by itself. And I love the fact that we're being able to launch the Delta 2 just this past week. It's because this is really what we've been working on for years, is having something that's more powerful, lighter weight.
Yes.
It's a new iteration. It's the Model 2. It's the Delta 2. That's why, and you had brought it up, that's why we back it with a 5-year warranty, typically a 3-year warranty. One of the things you were pointing to are the cables.
Yeah.
You have 3 different ways to recharge this.
Right.
So yes, you know, eventually you're going to run out of power on your power station. How are you going to recharge it? Well, you can plug it into the wall, but what if you don't have power at home?
Your power, exactly.
Well, you can plug it into a gas generator, you can plug it into a propane generator, and I mentioned that because we're not anti-gasoline. This is about having options.
Right.
This is about knowing that, you know what, even if I've got a gas generator, propane generator, I can use those to recharge this. But this can now power 90% of my home appliances. Now, we don't just have that, but we've also got, of course, your solar panel, meaning you've got full renewable power. And yes, you can hang this over your balcony. If you live in an apartment building, if you live in a condo, you can use that solar panel, hang it over the balcony, and use that to recharge your power station. So you don't have to worry about necessarily having to bring it outside to your car, for instance. But if you were to bring it to your car, we also have that DC adapter so you can recharge it in your car if you need to. And that also means, look, if you're traveling and you're driving somewhere, maybe it's a 2-hour drive or a 3-hour drive, plug it in. And now you're recharging it that way. So you get many different options. And talking about options, I love the fact with this one, and I keep mentioning it because, you know, this is something you could not do on the original Delta, is be able to expand your capacity. This is something that we could do only with our Delta Pro and our Delta Max, which are significantly larger and also more expensive. This now means you can double the capacity from 1,000 kilowatts all the way to 2,000 and even beyond. And all you need to do is take this one cable, plug it into this power station, and then into your Delta 2, and now you can go ahead and double that capacity. One of the things I love, though, that we did, and the reason why we did is, instead of having to buy a whole nother Delta 2, right? Obviously $799 for the Delta 2. You don't have to worry about double the price to have double the power. So I think that's also really, really awesome.
Yeah, and I think we have that number up on the screen right there, 839-907. That's the number for that one as well. So if you want to pick that up, right?
But yeah, I want to talk through that just because I think that's one of the things that really brings this all together is that you have options to recharge, you have options to expand. And again, we talk about alternatives. You've only been able to have gas and propane as that main go-to when it comes to how am I going to have power at home, whether it's an apartment or condo or even a conventional home, because like you were saying, yeah, my husband runs that gas generator.
Right.
Well, okay, well, if he's not home, are you going to feel comfortable running it?
Absolutely not.
You know, one of the things I mention sometimes as well is that my cousin's mother-in-law, her husband had passed away recently, and they had this big generator. And she talks to me, she's like, Justin, look, that thing is going to stay right there. I'm never going to use it. You know, because I'm at home by myself now. I'm thinking of ways to have power at home. I don't want to touch it. I have no idea how to use it. He was always the one that ran it. Okay, I know that's an extreme story, an extreme situation, but we all have those types of stories that we can relate to.
This is so not intimidating. I mean, that's the other thing about it. We'll show you how simple and easy, and that I love. And powering 15 devices at the same time, Justin.
Yeah, we're talking, of course, all the small stuff, right? Your phones and your tablets, but beyond that. You know, this is about not just doing before with the River, for instance, the one that you have, Bobby, 80%. Now you can do 90% of your home appliances from your Delta 2. So that was, we're showing you right there, that's your full-size refrigerator. That's your full-size television, your microwave. And you were talking about just how easy it is. You know, it's just one touch of a button to turn this power station on. You know, when it comes to a gas generator, propane generator, things that we get intimidated by is it's a big engine. You're going to have to worry about priming it. You have to worry about gas. You have to worry about and think about the maintenance that goes into it. One of the things that you're never going to see on a gas generator is a beautiful display. And those gas generators are never going to be inside because they have exhaust and they've got fumes and you need gas and all of those different things. And you notice this one? It's on right now and it's completely silent. So you can have this by your bed. You can have this in the tent. You can have it right by your computer, whatever it might be. You know, and those are things that you don't think about because maybe you've never owned a gas generator or a propane generator. But if you've been looking for an alternative, the way to get your independence back for power, this is a great way to do it.
100%. And we are going to show you that exactly what we'll do. But here's the thing. I encourage anyone out there, you know, when you're shopping here at HSN, you have the luxury also of having a full 30-day return policy that goes right along with it. The other thing that I would talk about too, that I found, like I charged mine months and months ago, and then when my sister needed it, it was still charged. So, I mean, I couldn't believe how it holds a charge. So it holds a charge. And the most important thing was I know exactly how I felt during our last hurricane. That's the first thing that popped into my mind is I have an EcoFlow. No, I have the Hunter. I have the one that I can't add additional power to, but now you can. It is the best of the best. And the fact that we have that opportunity today to present it for you on such an amazing, amazing deal. And I will say, though, the unit without the power strip comes with this one, the power strip, the solar panel, the one without it, $799. I think the quantity is like only about 400 or something like that left of those. So we do not have that many of those to go around, about 2,000 or so, probably not even that now, 1,800 now of the large configuration, which is the big bundle. And here's the thing, you are going to want to buy them separately. Like I said before, you're gonna buy that solar panel separately. That is another $300. Power strip, I don't even know what the cost is of the power strip separately. I'm not even sure if we're selling it.
I think it's $49.
Is it? So there's another $50 separately. So you're looking at $350 in just those two really important key extras. So the power strip, why do I really want that power strip?
You know what, it's just a great added value. It's one of the things that we really wanted to put into it, just to give you a little bit more bang for your buck and ultimately protect your devices. You know, we will come on air and present power strips all by themselves. That one has surge protection built in.
Right.
It's got USB ports. It's got multiple AC ports. It's got the USB-C ports. And ultimately, you know what, we think about power outages, and one of the things that happens is we get this massive surge of power, and it knocks out all of the power from your home, but it also can do damage to a lot of your electronics. So a great way to protect your electronics is to have a power strip. Now, that's not to say that, oh, well, do I need the power strip to be plugged into my power station? No, use it completely independent. And in this video, we're just showing you, look, it's all the different use cases, and we're just showing you right there that LFP battery system built to last. The reason why we say 5-year warranty, typically 3, 5-year warranty, is because that new LFP battery system, brand new, originally, you used to get about 500 to 600 life cycles. What does that mean? Like on your phone. You ever notice how my phone doesn't seem to charge all the way up to 99%? Doesn't last as long. You ever feel that way?
Yes.
Well,
yeah,
what
right
happens,
now, definitely.
right? We all can relate to that.
Yeah.
What happens is after so many times of recharging and depleting the battery, it can't go all the way up to 100%. Well, before you could do that life cycle, 0 to 100 and back to 0, you know, about 500 to 600 times. With your new Delta 2, you could do that 6,000 times.
Versus my Hunter.
Your River.
Oh, my River. I said Hunter, I meant River.
But you know what? River, Hunter, it's the same thing.
I only know it was the first one. Wow.
But with that now, think about it.
That's
and
a big
and
deal.
we say it'll last you 10 years. And the reason why we say it'll last you 10 years is because if you were to deplete it and recharge it once a day, you could do that for 10 years. Obviously, you're not going to do that.
No.
It'll last you much longer. But when you invest in our newer Delta 2, you're investing in also a newer battery system that's going to last you even longer, which is why we back it with that 5-year warranty.
So I was just talking about, I couldn't believe how it held the battery.
Yeah.
Because I think I had it for, what, maybe 9 months before I used it.
Yep.
And then I said to my sister, you're going to have to check it out. It was like charged. Wow,
well,
that's impressive.
Well, and that's how you want it to be. You know,
ready.
Exactly, right? Because you're like, okay, great. Well, did we recharge it? When's the last time we used it? And I want you to think about, go back to that gas and propane generator. My neighbor, he's ex-military, he's a macho man, and he was out before hurricane season last year, and I was walking the dog by him, and he had it out there, and he's just looking at it. I'm like, hey, what's going on? He's like, I can't get this thing running. It's been sitting in storage for too long. He's like, I'm gonna have to go get a new one. Those are things you don't think about. Okay, so great, you went and bought a $600, $700,000 generator, and then it sat there and now you can't even use it. This can sit in your closet and then be ready to use without gas and propane.
You're not just charging one unit, one thing.
Well, right. You know.
I mean, because that's the other part about that.
Right. With this, now you just press one touch of a button, right? This is going to be able to power up to 90% of your home appliances and also plug in your phones and your USB-C ports, all of these different electronics. And we show you that because, of course, look, you're going to want to charge your phone. You're going to want to be able to have that line of communication. And then on the back here, this is where you're going to plug all of the big stuff in. This is where all of our AC ports are. So if you want to be able to plug in your refrigerator, for instance, right here, maybe a fan, maybe a light, CPAP machine, dialysis machine, a microwave, an air fryer, a toaster, a blow dryer, all of those different things, all of the things that you've touched today, most likely you can use right here. Outside of your dishwasher, your washing machine, okay, you'll be able to run.
Your panini maker.
And you'll be able to run that Wolfgang panini maker right here. So I'm just gonna start plugging things in. I'm gonna plug in that light because look, you know, again, you never know when you're just sitting there and all of a sudden, Well, the lights can go out. All of a sudden, the lightning hits and everything flickers. And if you're in an apartment or condo and this happens, and you're sitting there thinking, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?
Right, and you go for the flashlight, and you don't have any batteries, you try to find the candles, you can't find the matches, and that's dangerous.
Yep.
So.
Well, last was Hurricane Irma. And this was years ago, we didn't have an EcoFlow. And what we ended up doing was, and I don't know if that's messing with your mic.
Oh, fine.
But I bet that felt pretty nice. It
felt fabulous. And I'm usually freezing, so
With Irma, we didn't have a generator, and it was about 12 of us in the house. And we just had candles all over the place. We didn't have, it's not like we had a bunch of flashes, we had candles. This, you can have an actual light. You can have an actual fan. You
and
can
food.
And food. So that's the next thing, right? Coming back over to the refrigerator. And this is why we love to show you this, because it's the most demonstrable and it's one of the largest appliances that we've got in our home. Imagine coming to your refrigerator right now. If you had no power to your refrigerator, you'd be yelling at the person who opened it, saying, close it.
Exactly.
Because losing all of the cold air that's in that refrigerator, what's going to happen? That means, well, you're going to lose you're going to waste all of the food.
Right.
You need food, you need water. How are you going to do it in your apartment, in your condo, and by yourself, in any type of home that you live in, and feel confident knowing that you can use it? Well, I got a light, I got a fan, I got a full-size refrigerator, and now I don't have to worry about a gas generator. I don't have to worry about propane. We're doing it all inside.
Exactly. And you hear nothing, right? I mean,
it's completely silent.
Completely silent, which is the other amazing thing about this one. And the fact that, and I love that on the front, and this is even actually easier to read than mine.
Well, yep, so right, this is the nice part, is that you get to see exactly how long it's gonna run everything you plug in. So it's showing me 33 to 34 watts, so it's showing me exactly how much wattage is being pulled from the light and the fan in the refrigerator right now. This is not 17 minutes, this is 17 hours. 97% representing 97%, of course, left. But remember, you have a 110 watt solar panel. When you connect that to your power station, now it is a solar generator. So I could be running my refrigerator, my light, and my fan. That's all I've got plugged in right now via the sun and from my solar. I don't even have to worry about, okay, well, this is just running off the battery. No, keep in mind, during the day, for instance, if you got your solar panel out, and like we do right there in that outdoor patio, that means anything I got plugged in is getting power from the sun, not from the battery system itself. So there's a whole pass-through charging, which is important to mention, because I think you only think, well, the solar panel is a great way to recharge. Absolutely, obviously, because eventually you're going to need to recharge it.
But a great way to use it too. I didn't even
ultimately,
think about
yes,
that.
you want to have that solar panel, because that's how you're going to be able to use it, even when you've got power to your power station.
And when you're doing that, obviously, you're not going to be using as much of your unit, the power from your unit, right? So
well, that's the other thing. You can slow down the depletion of your battery, like we were showing you that AC unit.
Exactly. And that large configuration that is $600 off right now, with the power strip, with the solar panel. Like I said, in 9 times out of 10, we always do the solar panel separately. And then here's what always happens with that. We'll bring in the unit, we'll have a few of the solar panels, and by the second airing, there's no more solar panels, right?
Well, exactly,
so
right.
We have it with that $899 configuration today includes that.
Well, and 90+% of a lot of you watching usually pick it up with the solar panel, because you just see, look, it's, I mean, if I'm going to do it, I want to do it the right way. I want to make sure I get that solar panel, because that's what really completes the whole experience is, look, eventually I'm going to run out of power from my power station, not just be out of power from home. How am I going to recharge it? So that's why we want to make sure that you have it completely, you know, that whole entire package with that solar panel.
And, you know, we do have additional solar panels. We can pop that up on the screen if you happen to have the unit and would have wished you could have purchased the solar panel. We actually have some of those available right now in our inventory, too.
Next thing I want to show you is the big guy. And really, again, we talked about high-wattage appliances, is that, look, eventually, not only going to be out of power, we're going to be hungry, right? We have food and we have water that's essential. That's when you see a storm coming, and we've all experienced this, is there is this pandemonium and fear of, we need to get to the grocery store, we need to get food, and we need to get water, and maybe we don't think about what are we going to plan about power as well.
Right.
Look, eventually you're going to want to cook that food if you're out of power for multiple days, like you were talking about. Your sister was out of power for a week. How is she going to be able to eat? This is a full-size microwave that we can power right here from our power station.
1,800 watts, that is too.
Yeah, 1,800 watts, massive amount of power.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move from kitchen, full-size refrigerator, full-size microwave, and we're cooking food now into the bedroom, which is where, we've got so many different devices that we still do run, still lights, still fan. And talk about storms. It's summertime. That just so happens to coincide with hurricane season and emergency preparedness, which is why this is a big time and a high demand for a lot of you watching right now to get prepared. I'm gonna go ahead and plug in this AC unit. If you live in an apartment or condo, maybe you've got a window AC unit. How nice would it be to know that you can run your window AC unit right here, right next to you, inside your home, right by your bed? So this is another way for you to be able to use it, because we think about weather events, and I keep mentioning this, heat is one of the deadliest weather events that you can experience. If it's 100 degrees outside, it's gonna be 100+ degrees inside of your home. So yes, this is a portable AC unit. You can use a fan if you want to, but if you want actual cool air, you can use your window AC unit. I've got my CPAP machine still running right now. I've had it running since we plugged it in earlier. Think about dialysis machines, think about CPAP machines, think about oxygen machines. These aren't just things that we just throw out there. These are things that we've read over the years in your review, CPAP machine being one of the number one. Kind of talked about things. A lot of women come up to me and say, Justin, my husband wants to go camping. I want to take him camping. But he needs a CPAP machine.
Yeah.
And he's like, I have no way to use it. And often that's how people discover EcoFlow. Little things like that is, well, how are we gonna go ahead and go camping if you need your CPAP machine? And one of the things you were talking about, earlier, and I think I got completely sidetracked, my ADD kicked in, was you were just talking about the brand. EcoFlow is not just a brand. We're the #1 brand in this whole entire category of power stations, not just here at HSN, all over the globe. And so when you think about alternatives, gas and propane, now there's a third one. It is your gas, it's your gasless generator, it's EcoFlow. And in that category, we're #1, and this is one of the #1 go-to places right here at HSN to pick up all of those power stations that we offer.
And we actually have a number, correct? We have a US-based number. Our email support. So I want to pop that up on the screen. There it is. So if you have any questions at all, once you get your DeltaFlow home, you can see it is all US based also, which is a big deal. So that's right up there. So make sure to write that down so that you definitely have that support if you need the support. But you're not going to need it in terms of how to use it, because it's one button. You push, you turn it on, and off you go. And the fact that you are getting today the most powerful that we've done, the fact that you're also getting an opportunity to get the solar panel with that large configuration, along with the power strip, and almost $600 saved, plus the free shipping and handling. We said this is not lightweight. I mean, it's up, what, 27 pounds?
27 pounds.
27 pounds, and we are shipping it to you for
Not
free.
including the solar panel,
Oh,
which
that's
is another
right.
probably close to 10 pounds.
That's right, and you can pick up the case. We also, I think we're popping up all these different numbers, but I love that we have the solar panel case available for everyone. You definitely want to have that again if you are traveling with it or planning to take it with you. The extra battery, we still have some available, the extra battery, but the fact that, again, you're looking at the video, you're going camping, you're going on a trip, you want maybe, it makes me laugh because I remember years and years ago, I couldn't go because I was working, the family members all went on a camping trip, and my daughter Noelle went, and she was like 12 years old. She brought her electric rollers. And I was like, what are we supposed to do with these? So, I mean, I know there, but some of us have to have.
Hey, look, we gotta be Instagram ready now.
Yes,
we're going. A lot of us
even
go
more
camping
so
to
now.
enjoy the great outdoors. Some of us go camping just to get pictures for Instagram.
Yeah.
So you gotta have those electric rollers.
That's it. Then there is that, right? So regardless of that, guess what? You will be prepared.
Yes. One of the things, I was just talking about, you can plug the CPAP machine in, but remember, it's knowing how long you can run it for. It's not like, well, is it gonna last me a whole entire night? Right here, it's saying I've got 18 hours that I can be able to run that CPAP machine for. And by the way, if you are thinking about going camping, right here that we were just pointing out to was that extra bag that you can get. That's just to really protect your investment. That's to know, like, look, if you're a bit rugged and you're thinking, I just want to throw it in the car, I just want to throw it, toss it around, you want to keep that protected, make sure that you pick up that case as well. One of the things that you were talking about was the solar panel case. That will come included with their solar panel. But what's really neat about that is
that's right, it does come with it.
It comes with these little carabiners. And you see the little eye holes on the solar panel.
Yep.
What that carrying case does for your solar panel actually acts like a kickstand. So you can actually use that as a kickstand. The other thing that we're showing you right there is the extra battery.
Yes.
And, you know, that's never been something that we've been able to talk about when it comes to the Delta, because you couldn't expand the Delta. It was just a 1,800 watt plus power station that you could have, and you could not expand it. What I love about the Delta 2 that we've done is that we really focused on being able to grow with you.
Yes.
I always say it's the ecosystem. Because you know what, when you invest in something like this, you're also investing in our ecosystem that we create. You're getting the 110 watt solar panel. You can expand that all the way up to 500 total watts of total solar input, which means, remember, pass through to whatever you've got plugged in. And of course, now knowing that if I want to expand, this is a 1,000 kilowatt power station. If I want to expand this to 2,000 kilowatts, I pick up the extra battery. Remember, double the power, but not double the price. And then the other part about that is, too, I can also triple the amount of power, because with the Delta Max extra battery, I can go from 1,000 to 3,000 kilowatts of power. It's a lot to think about.
That's a lot.
But look, talk about brand awareness. If you are just searching for this right now, guaranteed, 99.9% sure that you're going to see EcoFlow on YouTube, on reviews, so whatever website you decide to go on, you're going to see our brand.
That's a great point, but you're not going to see the value.
No, you're not.
Or the configuration that we have for you here today. An amazing configuration, and we got to maybe jump back over and show you once more everything you're getting, as we have only a couple of minutes remaining in the hour. But the fact that you're getting it all, almost $600 off, that we are shipping it to you for free. Listen, this is our Fall Star Weekend, and this is absolutely another point of this is definitely one of the star items that we even offer here at HSN. And